I was facing a very, very challenging situation in my current relationship. I lost my dad the week that I was moving into a new place with my partner. There was a really challenging situation that came up around personal space and boundaries. Given everything else that was going on in my life at the time, it was just like completely taking me out. The coaching experience was challenging in the best way. I distinctly remember an incident where I was very, very resistant to the point where I was essentially asking Steve to back off. And rather than back off, he very lovingly informed me that he was not going to do that because he was here to coach me. He actually helped me work through whatever resistance was there, which was totally the result of me not feeling comfortable setting boundaries. And it was through that experience that I realized that was really where I was struggling in my life, was setting boundaries with people. There's no topic in my life that I felt uncomfortable bringing up in this space. To have a safe space with anyone in this day and age, I think is just really, really beautiful. I've definitely worked with other coaches. Things that would set Steve apart, I would say a big part of it is the way that he listens. I feel that he's very attuned to like reading between the lines, because sometimes I'm not always clear on what exactly is going on or why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. There's obviously something underlying there. And with Steve, I've always felt able to just kind of dive into it and say like, okay, here's what's going on and here's how it's making me feel. He's able to read between the lines and point me in the right direction of exactly what it is that's there. The number one biggest benefit is that I actually set boundaries with people now. I'm 28, I'll be 29 in January. Until a year ago, I was horrible at setting boundaries. I was a doormat for so many people in my life. I was constantly ending up in situations where I felt really uncomfortable or really taken advantage of, or just generally unhappy with how things were going down. I was essentially violating my own boundaries by not asserting them ever. Having that be something that's a regular practice in my life now, oh, there's like so much freedom in that and so much power in that. One of the biggest things that I got from Steve was realizing that sometimes people are not going to like the boundaries that you set with them, and that's okay. If that's how I feel, like that's really what's authentically there for me, then all there really is for me to, you know, have that boundary in place and let that person then choose how they're going to react to it. I feel like I owe this next phase and this much better phase of my relationship to Steve. Things are so good now. Things are moving really smoothly. I feel like we're totally on the same page and we're very clear in our commitments to each other and our commitments to the relationship itself. It's nice just to have somebody outside of you and outside of the relationship make these suggestions, because they're not going to have whatever reasons and considerations and excuses to not bring these things up. But Steve, being outside of the relationship, saw very clearly what that could actually offer us as partners. I took the suggestion and ran with it, and I'm super excited to see how it all turns out.